All right, let's continue.
Certainly.
I think I'm gonna go down round the left, and then go from there. You finished 6 games so far in 2026, bro. Good for you. That is a good. Oh, we should probably turn into. You know what? But what is the low? Okay. Let's get out of turn-based mode. 6 games so far, and what was your best?
Oh?
He did.
Now here's something.
Oh, why do we keep? Okay. Okay, trap them at the door.
Aye?
That is a lot of oozes.
Gotta try something else.
That's a lot of oozes. You know what? When in doubt, chuck a fireball. Where did that fireball go? What happened? Not the best start.
Gotta try something else.
Kinda, why are you? Oh shit!
That's not helpful.
He got cooked. I think I got interrupted. Sea of Stars was my last game I finished. How was it? Trails of Cold Steel 1 so far has been your best game? Love to see it. I told you guys about Trails of Cold Steel, and I don't mean in like a, oh, I told you way it's good. I meant like a, it's the classic when a game is written brilliantly and told to you in a great way. Who cares if it's got PS3 graphics? Do you know what I mean? I always use Trails of Cold Steel as that example. Dragon Age 1 is a good example as well. Although I actually really like Dragon Age 1's graphics. I think they hold up to till this day. Is there no secret in here? Okay, you can't tell me this lake isn't a penis. You can't. The architect trolled. Alright.
I'll see what I can find.
I played it on hard mode and I loved the combat. Sea of Stars has been on the list. So's the other one that's like Sea of Stars. Hollow Gardens. That's not what it's called. I just made that up. If yours looks like that, then seek medical care. Well, now we need medical care.
Rest up, big guy. We got your back.
I hate traps. I despise traps in video games. What's the game I'm thinking of that reminds me of,
Certainly.
Braved out
Sea of Stars.
I'm here.
Elon's
Well played, Doggo. Who's this guy in here? Giaco.
I can get it to spill its secrets. It's done.
In the name of the Emperor.
Hello? Hello?
Why is that so funny?
I shall make it so. It's done.
Alright, who are you, buddy? This young man's face is badly bruised and his gaunt form is covered in a threadbare shirt. He watches you shivering with a measure of hope in his eyes. I don't know who you are, but will you help me? Gods, what have people become in this place? He gazes nervously past through the open cell door. I don't think I can fight my way out. I take it you ended up here after assaulting the keep with Kolsk and his men? Yes. It seemed a good plan. We got in without incident, and I knew the way, but we were surprised in the dungeons, and most of us... You'll have seen some of them, fought them, their bodies at least, not their minds anymore, but their souls. Okay. So this guy is turning humans into zombies. The woman down here, Redrick's animancer. Her name is Osira. I've heard her speaking sometimes, talking about a cure. Lord Redrick calls on her often, but she's not curing anyone. She's only turned men and women into monsters. Oh. I watched her take the others. I was sure I'd be next. Chained Echoes, that's the one. That's the game I was thinking of. Hollow Gardens, I was close enough. Men and women turned to this evil to cure Hollowborn madness. Tell me about Osira. There's something not right about her. Bad feeling. I mean, I knew the moment she arrived. Things would take a turn for the worst. There's nothing good comes of dealing with animancers. Unnatural, the lot of them. She's the one who transformed them. Changed my friends into monsters. Said she was doing it for the good of Gilded Vale. More like the good of her coin purse and her sick curiosity. She's dangerous, and who knows what else she's got in her laboratory. I wouldn't go in there. She has a convincing manner. Spells, no doubt. You're free. Make a run for it. Thank you, strange. I have to get back to the fork. But first, some food and rest, I think. If you would dare the upper floors, please tell Nedmar I live yet. Tell him I still have the carving he gave me of the Pale Knight. That should convince him, and perhaps he can help you somehow. Good luck. Carving of a Pale Knight. Alright, well, farewell. I thought this guy was going to be a companion. I'm kind of annoyed about that. But that's... I invented that own annoyance, so that's fine. It's nothing... No fault of the game. We really should rest. Not gonna lie, we really should rest. Now that's what a loser would do. I am not a loser. I am a cool guy. Cool guys don't play by the books. Let's get a like and subscribe for that one. It's done. Doggo, can you walk ahead and watch out for traps, please? Is this outside? I believe it is. Okay, that's a perfect time as any to camp. So it's done. You awake to see Durance, his staff held in both of his hands before him. A flame flickers at its top end. Still, for the light of fire, your eyes can't focus on him. Perhaps it is awakening from sleep or trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges, everything except for the staff. The staff, he seems to be studying its engravings. As you watch the engravings glow thinly red, like through the cracks of heat-suffused wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of his staff, then branch out in an in an intricate series of fiery veins. Okay, guys. It's not just me that's dirty-minded, is it? Bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood. Pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch the veins... As you watch the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles, circles that spiral again until they are arranged in a circle of their own, they pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent, and you hear a moan. No. And then suddenly there is a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash, and you awaken again to see Durance in the same place, still holding his staff, his veiny staff. But he is solid. He doesn't seem to have noticed you. That's probably for the best, Nate. We'll leave you to it, Durance. We'll leave you to it. And that leveled everyone up. You have issues. Okay. Really? Thought I felt your eyes on me. I had questions I want to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I saw something strange. You were sitting by the fire and I saw a great light from your staff.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a flash, like an explosion. A rushing of air, incredibly bright.
It is the light of the Godhammer you saw.
The Godhammer? Hammer.
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people, a symbol of their independence.
Oh, that bomb!
It saved the Deerwood.
What do you know about it?
It brought the Saints' War to an end, knocked a god from his perch. There are few that would deny Aothis overstepped. The Godhammer reminded Aothis of it. You saw its light because I helped shape it, give it life, and release it into the world.
Oh.
Once seen, its glory is almost too bright to be believed, and too bright to be forgotten.
You helped build it?
There were 12 of us. We fashioned the
A
weapon,
dozen!
crafted plans for it, prayed for guidance at Ashfall, and it came to me there. Each of us were given a staff made from the forest of black trees around us, glowing with embers and fire far greater than this branch you see now. It felt as if the staff was Margaren's own finger, guiding my hand, guiding the other 11, the shadows of the 12 who had come to stand on the bridge to stop Aothis.
Shadows of the 12?
Even in that stand, there was a ritual to it. For the 12 that stood on the bridge, there were a dozen shadows cast, a dozen faithful of Margaren, her fiercest supporters and shapers of the Godhammer.
Hammer.
As 12 held Aothis fast, we 12 unleashed our prayers and let the Godhammer fall. Shadows cast by the fire of the Godhammer, perhaps. And we shared their fate as well in time. Now the spine of the Deerwood is marked by the Godhammer, marked by Margaren.
What do you mean, shared their fates?
Not all deaths come with stilled breath and stilled heart, or other stilled passions beneath the waste.
What?
Some deaths.
Okay, now he is talking about that. Guys.
The connection we once shared with Margaren. After the light of the Godhammer, it was not the same. It was as if we'd lost our senses, and sense of purpose as well. Instead of victory, being welcomed. There was silence, within and without. Not many can claim to have killed a god. It is less a heroic tale than you would think. And such a death, it changed our faith. All faiths, I expect. Doubt followed, and the world changed. I do not believe Margaret was pleased by what we had done.
So, their god really wasn't against Aethys. Why did they think they... Okay, why is that?
The world is broken, the wheel stilled. There is sickness in the world's heart. Perhaps the price of crossing a god.
We heard about this illness.
Crossing two gods.
We haven't really met people
Even
with it,
as
though.
Margaret shaped our hands, perhaps we carried her will farther than was allowed. Just as Widewind did. Saint Widewind. Mortal arrogance to match mortal arrogance.
So they both did the same thing, pretty much.
Yet if the world had changed, then I sought to change with it. If I had forgotten some of Margaret's teachings, I would find them again. I would make her see me again.
I love his voice actor. Oh, what did you do?
I remembered Margaret's teachings. How reminders on the flesh were more important than the death of a vessel. And I wondered if killing Aethys, if that had simply set him free. Had it allowed him to escape his punishment and be taken on the wheel? Like a mortal? As I stepped from the now blessed Godhammer Bridge, I thought of Ashfall. I thought of the War of Black Trees, wondered if I needed to be burned to find myself again. That is Margaret at her heart. At least that is my hope. These are the doubts that befall me.
Okay. What's good, Niall? And what happened when you returned to Ashfall?
The road to Ashfall is long, gives one time to think. And if you think long enough, you do not go home.
Ooh.
I left without telling anyone, with only the robes I wore at Halgot, my staff, and my name, which is long buried. Of my fellow 11 craftsmen, disciples, I know not what happened to them, if they suffered the same doubt as I did. But it was underserved. It was wrong. We had done all that, or had asked. Grabbed victory from defeat and
Feel as if your god has betrayed you?
there is something about being used and cast aside. Perhaps Widewen himself felt it. There at the end, when the hammer struck. To be the proof that your god is hollow as the vessel it inhabits. I tried to find purpose, and avoided all contact with other Magranic priests. Did not seek the walls of Ashfall, and sought to make amends to my god through actions. I joined with the Purges for a time, and not long after came the first signs of the Hollowborn. So many crimes, trespasses, violations. The Salvation. Animancers were another sickness born of the Saints' War. A relapse of innovation, of desperation to heal what we had caused. All seemed worse than before the bridge, not better. And as years passed, the world became even worse still for the victory.
Bro, this is some insane lore right here. You committed atrocities and your goddess has shut you out for it. It's exactly what you deserve. I'm not gonna lie, low key. I like this. It would seem Magran's silence is your trial. He is for once at a loss, feeling your gaze. He quickly composes himself, wiping his forehead with the back of a dirty hand.
Huh? Worship the whims of some fickle bitch, and you'll never be more than dirt beneath her feet. Worship what she worships, on the other hand. Take her fire for your own, and her esteem comes on its own. Of course, by that time you no longer need it. Trial and transformation, sure as Durance taught.
He glares at you, staring his eyes gives you the feeling of peering over the edge of a great cliff.
You think to put the coals to my feet, but what's burned once will never burn again. These talks are your trial, Watcher. You cannot deflect the truth to one who has already been purified by it.
No, it's your trial, you idiot. Damn, that was good. Tell me what happened on the bridge. We chose the bridge because we could control it. It was a place where we could choke Eophis in his own footsteps. Where we knew his feet would fall, a narrow neck of stone. But it was way more than that. It was a spine of the deerwood, symbolic of its backbone. Such symbols are important in the construction of a weapon. Any weapon. I suspect Eophis knew that as well, and so did his vessel in its arrogance. In its arrogance. He intended to walk upon the bridge as if walking on the backs of the deerwood, and we intended to burn him with the light of our faith, and his 12 on the bridge, 12 in the shadow, and gave ourselves to it. Gave yourselves to it?
We put much of ourselves into the Godhammer.
Ah.
Such a device is not simply a machine.
So his soul.
There are elements of the spirit in it. Even Widewind's spirit.
Elements of the spirit?
Each of the 12 who brought the Godhammer forth would have done anything to
What's good,
save the Deerwood, save its people. It is why we were chosen. Each of us hated this pretender. That rage, that spirit, that rebellion went into our work, and went into studying him as well.
Why would you put Wadwin?
We all studied Widewin.
Widewin.
He was our enemy, and he had provided the flesh the god wore as a cloak. That flesh made him vulnerable. I knew what fields his hands had tilled, his family, what he had harvested, where he had been born. We sought to know him, what had led him to fight us.
Why was that important?
You don't kill the god. You kill the man it inhabits.
The music timing.
And you leave that man a ruin. Burn him to ash. The weapon was meant to not only burn his flesh, but it would burn his soul. And it did. At the cost of our own. And at the cost of our goddess's favor. That whore be damned.
His voice act is so good. Is that why your image was blurred in the dream? Perhaps your eyes were blinded by the light, Watcher. I may feel half a man at times, but even that is twice that of most others.
If you fear for my spirit, your fears are baseless. The Godhammer, seeing its light, only fueled my anger and made me stronger, made me re-examine the teachings of Margaret, put them in a new light.
It looked as if there was only part of you, as if your spirit had been sheared in half.
I do not need you to cast any more questions on me, Watcher. Nor did I ask you to look upon me without my leave. Get gone, and leave me be.
You're the one who's following me, you jackass! Insane comms, and now everyone's leveled up. Ba-bang, ba-bang. Big level. Okay. So what we've learned is Durance has a big staff that exploded. And his soul went into that staff. No, basically he was part of the dozen at the Godhammer. The guys who fought, basically ended the Saints' War. But it made everything so much worse. It sounds to me like something happened there that created the Hollowborn. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. I don't want to know, of course. And then he went on about Ashford Hall or something, which I was a bit confused about, and the Purge. Again, hopefully we get more information about both of those things. But he is a super intriguing character, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and his god basically given up on him. Alright. Level 3. Um... Hmm. The thing is, who's going to be near me in 2 meters? Kind of like this. This could save us. Creates a nullifying field. So this just gets rid of enemies' buffs? Is that what I'm reading? Yeah, we've spoken to Aloth as well. Yep. Yep. We've actually spoken to everyone. I would say maybe Kana we could speak to more. So this suspends enemy buffs. I have a feeling that when we get to a boss, this is going to be a must. The problem is it's quite hard in this game to tell who's being buffed. I can't quite tell at times. I don't know. I think I'm going to go for that, though. Yeah, it's like a pause button on their buffs. I mean, 20 seconds is kind of insane. Do I just take Crackling Bolt? I mean, I know I can learn it. I don't think any of these are that good. So I'm just going to go with the buff. The buff destroyer. Ooh, hello, hello, hello. All right. I mean, that makes Blast insane. I think I'm okay. My plan was to go in all of these, but I'm okay with what I've done. How I'm fire and what's his name's corrode. I'm okay with that. Maybe I should get corrode. I don't really know about this grimoire cooldown. I don't think it's that good. We need to get someone else field triad. Triage? I don't know, really. Oh, this stuff could be really helpful. Self, plus 20% of hits converted to crits against targets with low endurance. Plus 0.5 to crit damage multiply against targets with low endurance. All attacks. That's good. That's really good. I might get that. That's melee attack. This makes me interrupt more often. Or do I just choose a race to be racist towards? Oh, this increases damage done by 1 scepters and rods, but there's a small amount of raw damage to the wielder with each attack. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. It's either bonus spells. I wouldn't be mad at an extra spell, an extra level 1 spell, but I feel like that's a waste. I feel like penetrating blast is better. And I do really like the sound of bloody slaughter. What do we think to this, chat? All attacks at enemies with low health. You say that, Tal, but you know level 1 spells are bloody good. We've got Magic Missile. We've got Cone of Fire. We've got the Ice move. Like, they are some of my best spells. Yeah, I do have to remember that this stuff is like, it continues into other things later. You're right. I really like the sound of this. All attacks at enemies with low endurance convert some hits to crits. And those crits do additional damage. Now, what's classed as low endurance? Is it only 1 dot of health? You know what? Let's just play it safe. Let's just play it safe. Can't go wrong with an extra level 1 spell. You can't go wrong. You finished this keep? That's crazy. Alright, we'll probably do the same for Alof, by the way. He is our lore guy. I have this, right, on my character? Have you been to the city yet? Yes. Well, it matters. What part of the city? The main, I've been to 2 parts of the city out of 5. Gilded Vale, right? You're talking about? I think on him I'm gonna get Noxious Burst. That's corrode damage, right? Yep. Now this works on everything, so we need to be very careful with this. Not Gilded Vale, sorry. Defiance Bay. Alright. Level 1 spells. Very happy with that. Just to be sure, I do have... Why have you got... Oh. I do have... I do. Why have I not used this? That's actually a really good spell. Why have I not used that at all? Yeah, I need to start using that. Why is this there? This is my grimoire. I can't even remove it. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Not in Grimoire? I'm so confused. I don't understand what's happening. Oh, okay. I thought it was tripping. I thought it wasn't there, like on the left. Alright. We don't want that right now. Cool. Okay. God's sakes. All right.
Hey.
Do that. A bonus knockdown. Wary defender increases the fighter's awareness while in defender mode, granting a bonus to fortitude, reflexes, and will. Is defender mode the yellow thing I have him in right now? Is that defender mode? Because I'm absolutely fine with doing that. +5 on everything. Feel like I don't even have to look at anything else. I'm not fussed on doing weapon attack for him. We did sword and shield already. Wait. What's going on? Oh, modal. Oh, hold on. Let's have a look at something. Defender. Oh, I already have this. So this is +2 enemies engaged, -5 deflection. If we level him up, let's do that. This is +5 all defenses. +2 enemies engaged, -5 deflection. So this is the exact same, but it's a better version because it has +5 all defenses. That's what I've gathered. Whereas the other one just lets me engage more enemies. Yeah, it's just an upgrade. I knew it was just an upgrade. That's fine, though. It's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to be safe than sorry. If you're never sure, though, it's best not to, you know what I mean? You gotta be careful with your backseating. Let's see what hold the line is. Trains a character in new defensive strategies, increasing his or her engagement limit. That's okay. This is just better reflexes. There's fortitude. Better will. Mental fortress. Oh, man. You know what? I think I have to. I actually think I have to. I actually think we have to go mental fortress. I'm not gonna lie. Although it says +10 defense against all of that. If I do this, isn't that +5 against all of that? Yeah, it is. Okay, so wary defender. Okay. We'll still have a look at other stuff. Mental fortress, body control. Unstoppable? Okay. This is a modal. We don't want that. Can't go wrong with just +5 deflection, you know. Is he using a door as a shield? You're damn right he is. And he hits people with that door. How you doing, Viral? That's health. This is health, right? Interesting. I am going to play it simple and go wary defender for now. And I'm very happy with that. Now, just to be sure, is it here? Okay, yeah, it's just upgraded. Cool. Cool. How's it going? It's going great. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. That's how my day's going. Hopefully your guys has been a better one. Might as well make him lore as well. Brilliant Radiant. Enemies take burn damage from the priest's holy radiance. And vessels take increased burn damage. And this is 1 per encounter. Okay, one sec. I need to do something. I'm pretty sure that's his... This, right? Holy Radiance, okay. I just needed to make sure I'm not good with names. Right now, Holy Radiance only burns vessels. So, this is going to upgrade it to burn everything. But vessels take increased damage. So it modifies it. They'll take a little bit of bow, what's it called? Oh, wait. Oh, no, it is only vessels. Wait. No. Okay, if they're not a vessel, okay. It does a little bit of damage. Nothing crazy. Okay. Condemns the priest's foes, dazing any enemies in the area of effect. That's good. Inspired Flame. He gains an accuracy bonus with sword and arquebus. Oh! Oh. And can cast a special version of Burst of Summer Flame. So this will make him be a good arquebus user. And Burst of Summer Flame, once per rest, is a burn damage AoE. So this is kind of like a specialized weapon thing. Everyone receives less healing from the Radiance, but the priest gains a bonus to all attributes and movements. No. I like that move. And then he can get extra spells. Do I have an arquebus? That's an arbalist. Is an arquebus the gun? The pistol. I can't remember what an arquebus is. Yeah, let's go viral. I appreciate that, bro. They were great. Arquebus is the big gun. Yes. Okay. So we need to get that. I'm actually okay with that. And what's the other buff he gets from that level? Where is that accuracy bonus? Plus 10 accuracy is not bad, chat, on an Arquebus. And he gets a good AoE burn. 1 per rest is unfortunate. I think I'm okay with that. Then again, couldn't I just go here and go... That's plus 6 accuracy. Wow. That really is a good move. There's Arquebus. That's plus 6 accuracy. You get more options, but plus 10 is no joke then. Plus 10 accuracy is no joke at all. So we would give him a sword and an Arquebus. I think I'm going to do this. Unless there's something insanely good here that I'm meant to put on a wizard. That I'm not interested in. I want him to heal. That's the one I'm thinking of. This I'm not interested in. The only thing I would be interested in is this. But it's barely any damage anyway. 9 to 13 burn damage. It does a lot of damage against... No. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with him being an Arquebus user and getting a new move. Yeah, do that. Remind me to get him an Arquebus, chat. Remind me. This guy, I have no idea what we're doing with him. Wish me luck. Ooh, level 2 songs. Oh, wait. No, this is a spell. Paralyzes enemies in the area of effect. Conjures 3 worms. I might just keep him summoning. 2 will-o-wisps. Ooh. See, that would be really good, but for like mind attacks, like confusion and stuff. What? Oh, it makes you immune to frightened. Okay. Will-o-wisps. And what are his talents like? Improves the chanter's connection to the soul fragments they employ, increasing ancient memories' healing capability. So he heals when he chants. Makes his healing a little bit better. Oh, we can give him the same thing. What's his name's got? I don't know what the hell I'm meant to do with this guy. Okay, well, he's got an arbalist, right? That's what he's using right now. An arbalist and a greatsword. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect to me. It was meant to be. So he can use ranged arbalist at range and a greatsword up close. And a warhammer. Cool. I'm okay with that. Bit of a weird character, isn't he? I don't really understand ciphers. Not ciphers, chanters. What the hell is this? Oh, that's yours.
Following your lead.
Cool. He is using a greatsword. And there's a warhammer. Bro, he's got everything he needs. Oh, it's a crossbow. Hey. There we go. Beautiful. 54, 54. 66 accuracy? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you get more accuracy from a weapon if it's one-handed. You get 12 accuracy just for holding a weapon in one hand? I really like that, actually. I really like that. Hell yeah. I feel like he's just never going to miss with a warhammer. I kind of like him being a little sub-tank. Let's do that. Cool. He's wearing heavy armor, right? Medium. I kinda see a use for him. Okay. Alright, and last but not least. Sagna. My lady! Vicious companion. Trains the ranger's animal companion in vicious tactics, causing it to deal more damage and penetrate damage reduction with each hit. That's just brilliant. Now it says self, but it means our companion, right? Accurate wounding shot. So it just makes it more accurate. Not mad at that. I actually want her to hit harder. That's what I want her to do. I'm okay with the pet. The ranger's animal companion gains improved damage reduction against all damage types. Animal companions do small amounts of sneak attack damage against targets that qualify. No, I like putting off our companion on his own. Alright. What bow does she use? A war bow, right? Oh, I know exactly what we're getting for her. Marksman. Oh, no, wait. I swear there was a better... That's gunner. I thought it was a better, Maybe she should get bloody slaughter. Nothing there. I think we'll just go Vicious Companion. I'm okay with that. No, I actually I am gonna go wounding shot. I am. I want her to do more damage. I want her to be the one that hits harder, while her pet's just going around, you know, being a nuisance. Did it just say no new class unlocks? Was that me, or did I forget? I don't think that was me. Okay, well, that's why we love these games. It takes an hour to level up, and it's bloody brilliant.